Hey friends, all right, so this show is going to be, as my mom would put it, short, sweet, and hard to beat. All right, so welcome to the GooGoo show. The GooGoo show does not have all the frills and thrills and what have you. As you guys know, I am on like a real TV show, so I know kind of what goes into it. I don't have that budget, but I got great ideas. And so I just come here and I just talk about it. It used to be on Facebook. Now it's on YouTube because it just makes more sense to be here. So I don't have no co-host or anything like that today. It's just me just kind of talking about, I don't know what I want to talk about. My issue, if you will, is, or today's show, should I say, is about, should women ask? And I know what y'all thinking. Y'all was thinking that I was one of them off women that was talking about asking a man to marry him. No, that's off. All right. According to GooGoo, that's off. Ain't never about to happen. But there are some things that I feel like as a woman we should ask. And you guys can feel free to add your comments in the comment section. But I think that I have good reason for feeling the way I feel. So I hope my friends don't kill me because I'm sharing a little bit of their stories. I love you girls. I'm not going to say your names, but, of course, our life experiences cause us to have, just opinions and to, and just to think the way we think and what have you. And so, and what have you. And so, like a lot of the things that I've gone through and I've seen my friends go through, have shaped me. And so here I am sharing, what I feel about different subjects based on what I've seen, things I've gone through myself, my own personal experiences. Y'all know I'm 40 with no children and that whole sort of thing. And I would love to be married and love to have children, but I'm just not in a business of lowering my standards, but rather raising my value. So when my price stays the same, it's because actually my value is raising and I'm just taking less and less nonsense. And so, in a day and time when people my age are kind of settling and just doing things differently, I'm not. I still want what I want. I still deserve what I feel like I deserve. And I'm just not settling for some nonsense because, I done got desperate and old, and, eggs is getting dried up and whatever. I don't know. So the question today is, should women ask? And what I mean by that is, of course, not asking nobody to marry you. I ain't talking about that because that's just, that's a whole nother situation. Hi, EB Nation. Oh, I didn't know people show up there like that. Hey, friends. But what I mean is, should we ask questions? I have some friends, a couple friends actually, whose names I won't say. They're going to kill me when they see this. Sorry, friends, but I got to talk about it because the thing about it is a real thing and it's going on with multiple friends. And so, if the shoe fits, wear it and hear what people have to say. So, of course, my friends know where I stand on this or whatever. So this ain't new news to them, but you be hearing, Anyway, so here we go. Should women ask? So if you are seeing a guy hanging out with him and sleeping with him and just whatever, doing everything else that's real girlfriendish, should you ask where you stand with that person? And if you should ask where you stand with that person, when should you ask? Should you ask after you've already, partook in all of these girlfriend activities? Or should you wait until after a certain amount of time and it's like, what, we've been going, where is this going? What is a good time to ask? When should you ask? When should you ask, or should you ask at all? Are you asking me? I give you my answer. You darn right I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask, but then I'm not gonna ask. Let me make myself clear. It's almost like when you go into a store and you pick up a blouse and it's $1,500 and you know that you don't pay $1,500 for blouses. You don't ask the price because you already know it's lavin and you can't afford it. So you just place it back down. You don't ask. So the question is, if you have to ask, the answer. I feel like if there's a longing inside of you as a woman that want to ask, but you're afraid to ask, to me, you know exactly where you stand right there. Let's not wait for him to break the news to you or try to give it to you gently that, oh no, I was just kind of going to stick around and get all the sex I can get, and then, you know, when that was over, then, you know what I'm saying, then when that was over, or once I kind of finished having a little fun with that, I was going to see if, you know, maybe we can kind of, you know, but they're not going to admit that. No one is going to say, I'm wasting your time, I'm getting from you what I can get from you, because there were no requirements up front. So they're not going to necessarily say that. And I feel like they're not going to say that if they don't want something. And when they do want something, I feel like they make it clear. I've been in positions when they have made it clear. I'm not saying it's been several, because every guy that I've dated or talked to or hung out with didn't want to be with me or whatever, but there were a few that have. And when they did, they were very clear. They were very like, hey, this is what I want. This is how I want it to be. So I'm not willing to accept or to hang out with somebody and then wonder where we stand. I had a friend who was dating a guy, and then after she was dating him for a little while, she found out that there were some ties to him and his baby's mom or whatever that I kind of won't go all the way into. But there were some ties between him and his child's mother, and I was just like, wait, you didn't know that before you started? Like, y'all big together, big, you know, sex having and kikiing and hanging out and whatever, and you just realizing that they still got X, Y, and Z together. Like, you didn't know that was that. So I'm just like, should women ask, like, I mean, in my opinion, you absolutely should. But then there's a part of me that says, but if you have to ask, then that means that you're walking in fear of what you know is true. You kind of are scared to ask, because if you ask, he may tell you the truth. He may say, oh, no, babe, I don't really, you know, want that. I thought we was just kind of kicking it, you know. And so there are a lot of people that just want to kick it, which is fine. I'm not a kicketer. So I think kickers and kicketers should meet each other, and they should be honest about what it is they want. But I think that if you want a relationship, that I think that as a man, it's definitely the type of man that I would be with. You have to be vocal about what it is you want or what you want this to be. And I can spot a fake. So if you fake, and I already know what you on. But I just think that a lot of women get themselves in a pickle in a situationship because you went too fast without getting the details up front. And it's just mature to get the details up front. You're not going to take a job without knowing what you get paid, what days a week you work, how many vacation hours you have off, you know, what the benefits are all about. You're not gonna take a job. So why you're not gonna join a church and you don't know about the church? You're not gonna, you know, it's just. So why do we walk on eggshells when it comes to relationships, especially when you know that you want to be married? You know that you want to settle down. You know this is what you want to do. Why would you waste someone's time who does not want that? Why would you waste your own time? Why would you do that to yourself? Because you just can't deal with sitting at home, not having nobody, not having nothing maybe until the real thing comes along. It's perfectly okay. But I just feel like don't settle for, you know, a fill-in or a quick fix or something is better than nothing, and you're investing your time and your energy and your body and your heart, and quit acting like your heart isn't connected to your vagina, because it is, and you're investing all of yourself in this situation, and you act like you don't want something. Tell him the truth. Like, tell him the truth. Now, me personally, I'm not going to ask, because if I have to ask, I done already got turned off. And I'm not the type of person that go in saying, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you that, I'm going to give you that. Okay, now where do we stand? No, boo-boo. I'm going to say, hello, what you want? And then we can move forward like that. But I'm not going to invest myself and wonder where we stand, because that is breaking my own heart. I am going to walk into love. I'm not going to accidentally at 40 years old fall into love. I'm going to see a person and think, wow, he's great. He's smart. He loves God. He's this, he's that. We seem like we'd be a great match. Let's move forward. But it has to be a person who wants to move forward with me, because he said it with his mouth. Because men are not shy. They're not scared. They're not intimidated. They're not any of these other things we tell ourselves. He's not interested. Like the book said, he's just not that into you. And that's my opinion. If I'm wrong, comment below. You know, if some men are like, you know what, sometimes I was kind of hanging out with a chick and we was having fun and it was cool, and, you know, I didn't know I wanted to be with her, and turns out I did want to be with her, you know, but I just feel like, you know, and if that's your story, please share, because I could be wrong. You know, I don't have all the answers, but in my opinion, grown adults say what they want. They don't hide from what it is they want. They don't have a desire within their heart that they don't share with somebody. If you can't share what's in your heart, then how do you share your body with that person? How do you show them or give them your most intimate parts, but you can't have intimate and serious conversations as mature adults? If you say that I don't want something serious, then just be mature enough to say, all right, dang, as great as he is or as great as she is, I have to walk away because we want two different things. Why get your heart and mind and body and all that, involved if it can possibly not be anything? So I just would say, be straight up about what you want. For me, if I have to ask, I'm going to just go ahead and dismiss myself because I don't want to have to ask. But if you're in a situation and you've been giving your time and energy and you like, we kind of ain't went nowhere, ask. And mature adults will tell you the truth. And I feel like if they start evading the question and dancing around, no, ain't no way, because when you picked a car, you weren't like, give me whatever you have on the lot. You said, I want that red one with this many miles on it and this year, and I want to pay this note. When you picked your apartment, when you picked your house, when you picked your job, when you picked everything else, you're very sure of it. So when it comes to me, I want you to be sure that this is what you want. And let's be mature and have the real conversations, and don't let, because we met an amazing person and, dang, I don't want to let this one get away. Let this one get away. Because the real one who wants you and who's going to be vocal and upfront and forthcoming and honest and open about wanting you is there. So I don't know. I just think I want people to be loved properly, and I want to love properly. So I'm just an advocate for just being straight up. And if they choose to, not want the same thing you want or not step up to the plate, okay, they're not a bad person. They just want something different. Maybe they'll want it later on, but quit giving them your time, energy, and your heart and your soul, and use wisdom. But most of all, make sure that you guys are on the same page. Otherwise, honestly, you just playing yourself. I love y'all. This is a GooGoo show. This has been short, sweet, and hard to beat, in the words of my mom. Like I said, I hope you guys have had a wonderful Sunday. Share this video. Oops, there's something on it. Share this video, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Again, you're not going to get any frills here on this show until I get a production team. You're going to get me pressing play on this thing here, and that's going to be that. But I love y'all, and I'm going to give y'all the best of me and all of me. You're just not going to get the lights, camera, action until the budget comes. All right? Have a good night, guys. And if you have questions or comments or other show ideas, let me know. Rhonda Hill, you're saying that's very important to be upfront and honest. Not only be upfront and honest, but be forthcoming. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's certain things that need to be said, you got to use wisdom. But say it, talk it out. Like, because my thing is, I don't want to trick nobody into marrying me. I don't want to, hide certain things that I'm not so proud of because, because in the marriage vows, for better or for worse is in there. So I got some stuff that I ain't super proud about. But you know what? When it comes down to it, if I'm asked about it, I'm going to be like, yeah, I did that, or yeah, I need to work on that, and so on and so forth. But I'm going to be straight up because the thing is, you trust them with marrying them and spending the rest of your life with them, but you think that telling them your truth will cause them to walk away from you or to judge you or to not love you the same. Like, that right there is just something off about that. And it's something manipulative about, not just telling the truth. Like, I don't want to trick nobody. I want you to know exactly what you're getting and vice versa. And plus, I got the Holy Ghost, so I'm praying God gonna show me anyway, so he ain't gonna trick me. But anyway, that's that. Who was saying, you saying good night. It's important to be upfront, honest, and then other people are just saying hi. That really doesn't help me. That's my problem, Rhonda. It's my problem. So anyway, good night, everybody. I love y'all. Thank y'all for chiming in.